The billionaires named in the Epstein files.
The Jeffrey Epstein files name some of the world's most powerful billionaires. Here's how they made their money and how close they were to Epstein. Bill Gates is worth $124
That's fucking crazy.
billion, making him one of the richest people alive. He co-founded Microsoft and later launched the world's biggest philanthropy, the Gates Foundation. Gates and Epstein had several meals together, and the files show Epstein was friendly with multiple people in Gates' network. There were discussions of scheduled meetings between the two on these dates. It isn't clear if all of these meetings actually took place.
I'm sure they took place.
Gates is pictured here attending events with Epstein. A Gates spokesperson told Business Insider these claims are absolutely absurd and completely false.
Absolutely absurd, buddy. He's listed in them files. Come on now.
You know, every minute I spent with him, I regret and I apologize.
I react to this video. He's lying his ass off. He does not regret that. He was begging for antibiotics for his hookup with a hooker. He had multiple conversations about multiple things. If you regretted it, you would stop the communication.
That I did that.
Les Wexner, worth $8.8 billion, founded Bath & Body Works. His company also acquired Victoria's Secret and Abercrombie & Fitch. He seeded Epstein's vast wealth. Wexner hired him as his money manager, granting Epstein power of attorney over his finances for 16 years.
Wexner is a sick fucker too. That dude created Victoria's Secret. Well, I don't know if he created it, but he definitely owns it. And then he also created Pink, which is like a little sexual line for little girls. That's just disgusting.
Wexner actually previously owned Epstein's notorious New York City mansion in the Upper East Side. Public records indicate Wexner transferred the house, worth $77 million, to Epstein for $0. Wexner cut ties with Epstein and says he discovered Epstein stole $46 million from him. In a letter to the Wexner Foundation, Les said, "I'm embarrassed that, like so many others, I was deceived by Mr. Epstein." Leon Black, worth $13.3 billion, co-founded Apollo Global Management. Black paid Epstein $158.
That's the dude that his parent company owns all of the, the companies that go into schools, the company that goes into schools and then takes the kids' photos. That shit's sick.
$1 million for financial advice through the years following Epstein's 2008 conviction for procuring a minor for prostitution. Epstein wasn't a lawyer or a certified accountant. Black later called the relationship a horrible mistake. Forbes estimates Donald Trump is worth $6.2 billion due to his cryptocurrency ventures, his social media platform Truth Social, and royalties on branded products. Most of the emails in the latest release of the files are unverified tips the public sent to the FBI about Trump's relationship to Epstein. But from previous releases, we can track their relationship back to the 90s and early 2000s. Flight logs show that Trump flew on Epstein's plane multiple times. And photos show Epstein attending events at Mar-a-Lago in 1992 and 2000. Trump has said that the relationship with Epstein soured years ago. He says he had no knowledge of Epstein's sex crimes. When the New York Times asked the White House for comment, it referred to this statement from the Department of Justice that the files may include fake or falsely submitted images.
Sure, that's why you won't release them all.
Richard Branson, worth $2.8 billion, founded the Virgin Group with major brands like Virgin Atlantic and Virgin Galactic, the space tourism company. His name appears hundreds of times in the files. In one email, he joked about Epstein bringing a harem, but Virgin later said that referred to Epstein's adult staff. And photos show Epstein visiting Branson's private island in the Caribbean. A spokesperson said that if Branson had known the full facts, he would never have become involved with Epstein. Sergey Brin, worth over $255 billion, co-founded Google. He communicated with Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein's longtime associate, starting in 2003. The files include reports from people saying he visited Epstein's island multiple times. And these photos show him at a dinner for billionaires, put on by the Epstein-funded Edge Foundation. Jeffrey also attended these...
The Edge Foundation? What?
...dinners. Brin has not publicly commented on the documents. Steve Tisch, worth $1.6 billion, is a film producer and co-owner of the New York Giants. Emails show Epstein introducing Tisch to women and exchanging explicit commentary. In a comment, Tish said, "We had a brief association where we exchanged emails about adult women. And in addition, we discussed movies, philanthropy, and investments." Elon Musk, the founder of Tesla, is worth a whopping $825 billion, making him the richest man on Earth as of early 2026. In the latest release of files, he's seen emailing Jeffrey Epstein in 2013 and also in 2012, asking what day/night will be the wildest party on your island.
That's sick, bro. Like, bro. That is not real. What will be the wildest night, chat? Like, bro, what? Who says that?
It doesn't look like Musk ended up visiting the island. This is his comment on X. Well aware that some email correspondence with him could be misinterpreted and used by detractors to smear my name. Mortimer Zuckerman is the co-founder of one of the largest real estate investment trusts in the US and the owner of US News and World Report. He's estimated to be worth $2.8 billion. Emails included
2.8 billion is crazy.
In the files show that Epstein was in talks to work for Zuckerman as a financial planner, though it isn't clear if they actually reached an agreement. Zuckerman has
How is he a financial planner for all of these billionaires, but he has no financial backing? Like, that's just crazy.
not publicly commented. Ariane de Rothschild, worth about $1.4
Called the Rothschild.
billion, runs a major Swiss private bank and is
That's what money laundering is like, through the Swiss banks.
part of the Rothschild family, an international banking dynasty. She emailed back and forth with Epstein for years, setting up calls and in-person
In 2018 and 2017? Holy shit.
meetings. Epstein offered financial advice to her firm, but it's unclear from the files
He offered financial advice? That's crazy.
if they actually reached a formal agreement. Rothschild spokesperson said she unequivocally condemns
What the fuck are all them weird ass paintings in the background? That shit's creepy as fuck. There's like little girls dancing around a hand palm. There's like butterflies coming out of a woman. AKA you could interpret that as a soul coming out of someone. You can see this as blackmail, the dude being hung on the cross, and then the evil person looking down on them.
Epstein's crimes. Howard Lutnick, the U.S. Commerce Department secretary under the Trump administration, is worth $3.3 billion. He also exchanged emails with Epstein. Although Lutnick says he cut ties with Jeffrey in 2005 after his first visit to Epstein's house, he invited Epstein to a Hillary Clinton fundraiser in 2015, the emails show.
We had lunch on the island. That is true. For an hour, my wife was with me, as
Why did he have to add that?
were my 4 children
As for my 4 children? That's disgusting.
and nannies.
A Commerce Department spokesperson said Secretary Lutnick had limited interactions with Mr. Epstein
Sure he did.
in the presence of his wife and has never been accused of wrongdoing.
I mean, no one in these files has technically been accused of wrongdoing besides Ghislaine Maxwell, so I mean, and Prince Andrew, so I mean...
Thiel is currently worth $26.3 billion, and he co-founded PayPal. Emails show Epstein inviting Thiel to his private island in
Wait, so him and Elon created PayPal, because Elon co-created PayPal too.
2018, though Thiel's spokesperson says he never went. Thiel later publicly criticized Epstein on Joe Rogan's podcast. Combined, these people are worth $1.27 trillion.
That is crazy.
That's the scale of power now tied to the Epstein files.
Jesus. Crazy world we live in. You gotta get yourself aware out there nowadays, people. See what the comments say. Yet zero rest. Literally what I said. So weird how everyone regrets meeting with Epstein all around the same time the files start to come out. Yeah, it's so crazy that no one said anything like before the files. Like, yeah, there were a few people, but there wasn't like a large majority. You know what I mean? The French had the right idea on how to deal with these people. Eat the rich, just like they ate all that jerky. Yeah, that shit's disgusting. Oh, God, that just made my body shiver. Now imagine if they were working class people. These billionaires only started apologizing after they released the files, literally. These leeches only say they regretted it after they got caught, literally. 14 years and not one single man arrested. Epstein equals M. Now do the Hollywood cult. All of them are vile and disgusting monsters, and nothing will be done about anything, just distractions and no accountability or consequences, literally. So, yeah. Sick world.